Okay, everybody, and we are back again. And this is going to be going on throughout the day, today and tomorrow, as we're doing more and more of these interviews. But we are privileged now to actually have Jim Manus from Shaw Industries with us. And I know in the past you've worked closely with the experience with training and other things that you do, but I can't do justice to your title or actually what Shaw does. You guys are big players in this industry. So tell us a little about yourself and the company.
Hey, thanks, Lance. I appreciate it. Yeah, so my name is Jim Annis. I'm the national director of Shaw Total Care, and Shaw is a flooring manufacturer based in Dalton, Georgia, and we make pretty much most of the floors that we live, work, and play on. So happy to be here.
Oh, I appreciate you spending the time. I know you guys have been busy. We have been. We have a lot of people coming around, and it's really, it's encouraging to see the interest that people have in what we do, which is in the indoor air quality umbrella. Actually, everybody here is under air quality, just as you are. But you deal a lot with water damage.
Yeah, we do. Indoor air quality is a very hot topic, especially as it pertains to flooring. And most of the time, I think kind of the pervasive thought is that hard surface flooring is cleaner than other types of flooring, maybe, and we found that all flooring, has the opportunity to be hold contaminants and things like that. And really, there's no difference. It's ironic, Lance, that we'll sell a hard surface flooring, tile, wood, laminate, vinyl plank. But then the first thing people do is cover it up with an area rug. So they're ultimately going back to carpet as where they interface as human beings. So
Yeah. Hey, it's funny. We talk about it in our classes where we'll get people that know they have an indoor air quality problem and they think their solution is I'm getting rid of all my carpeting and going to hard floors. And then about a month or two later, we get the phone calls. Something's wrong in my house. I have all this dust all over the place, not realizing they removed their filter.
yeah, they just got rid of the best filter in their house.
Yeah.
Carpeting is, they call it a trap. Heard that word before, but and it's funny that we have very inexpensive equipment to help clean and maintain carpeting that helps keep a better indoor air quality. But working with Doug and you, everybody at Normie, and in fact, I attended a few classes that you guys do an amazing job. But really understanding the holistic approach to the indoor built
Yeah.
environment. Um, and it's really incredible how flooring, gravity always wins. So any particulate that is heavy enough to settle is going to wind up on our floors. So we like to
Absolutely.
know all facets of how everything interrelates.
We saw a major shift in the industry when COVID hit. And, we say it lightly now because it's pretty much over, but, COVID hit and all of a sudden people realize breathing's important and it's affected
It,
everybody's industry,
yeah.
all the verticals in
Yeah.
here. What did you guys see coming
No,
out of
it's
it?
definitely changed the trajectory of most businesses, I would agree, and flooring's no exception. Um, and we clearly try to get to more sustainable pieces, indoor air quality, uh, green build, and many other things that go to low or no VOC. That's a hot acronym in Normie's world, and we really pay attention to that, and generally always have that be our touchstone when we're creating a product or enhancing a product. So
As far as you said, low or no VOCs, I mean, that's a big issue under the indoor air quality.
absolutely.
And it sounds like you've addressed that.
Yeah, we've completely removed that from our vocabulary. Our products, the adhesive sometimes can contribute to that upon installation, but besides that, we are VOC free.
I know there was a big issue probably 5, 10 years ago with flooring that was coming from overseas that contained formaldehyde and some other products that really created a problem. And thankfully, the industry's been addressing that. It sounds like you have and eliminating
Yeah,
it.
Shaw is extremely proactive on keeping our ears to the ground, understanding what's happening, and really, one of the things that I'm really proud of about what we do is we have a fantastic technical services department and a lab with millions of dollars worth of equipment that tests all these things all the time, not only for wear and durability, but also how they contribute or do not contribute to indoor air quality.
Well, that is besides the buzzword of the industry right now, it's the reality of it.
Yeah.
And I've said it before, and I try to say this whenever I can when someone's willing to listen. People can go 30, 40 days without eating. I can't, but people can do that.
Clearly, I can't
I
either.
can't either. But and they can go 3 to 7 days without water, but you can go 4 to 6 minutes without air.
Yeah.
And the air that we breathe is that important. Everything that you make and all these other products that are here affect it. And it's so important to do it right.
Yeah, no, and really I think as a society, and clearly the work that you're doing, indoor air quality, we are learning so much more. We sat through Gavin's class this morning and
Yes.
talked about biofilm and just different things that are just part of life. But now we're learning, the relationship between indoor built environments and the common things that are present, and we need to be aware of them, address them, and be able to remediate and clean them effectively. But one of the cool things you guys do is you have all this equipment here that really helps us evaluate where we're at. What are we doing that's good? What are we doing that might be not so good? And your team here at Normie has done a great job of giving diagnostics that help us.
One of the things that I've noticed over the last, I'd say 10 plus years of going to these types of events, the industry has grown up.
Sure has.
Matured to the point where it's not, this is my territory, me. We're a team.
We really are.
And it has to be approached that way. There's
Yeah.
too many facets for one person or one company to handle.
Yeah. No, and it's so true. This event, the experience event, allows us to interface with all the technicians and the professionals that work on our product. So we want to be here. We're glad to be here. We're doing terrible things to our flooring over there and then fixing them just to show that. But clearly, what Normie does and the indoor air quality component, and also surface, right? I mean, there's a lot of testing that you guys do. Because eventually, again, everything falls to the ground, so we need to evaluate that. So this is a great learning lab, I like to say.
I'm glad you said that, because when I do an assessment, I also sample the floor.
Sure.
Not many people do that. In our industry, there's so many people that don't look up and don't look down.
Yeah.
And it's all part of what we do. And flooring is where it all ends up.
Well, flooring guys and gals, we always are looking down. Of course, that's our business. But
Right.
on the way to the convention hall today, I was looking at all the cold air returns, and I evaluate a building's health.
Yeah.
You can very quickly, any airport, anywhere you go, look at that air return or that air displacement, and you're going to see how seriously they take their maintenance.
Or not. The red and green dot scenario that I've noticed in hospitals, their maintenance crews will go around and put a different colored dot on registers when they've been cleaned. I've also seen them peel off dots and just put new ones on and keep going. So again, it's the manpower, the education, the teamwork that makes this all work.
Lance, that's so true. And, one of the things I think that has changed, you mentioned how much things have changed, like since COVID. I think prior to that, most of us, if we're being honest, clean for aesthetics, clean for appearance, right? And now we have tools to be able to evaluate what is clean, where do we want to be at? And, flooring, again, obviously a critical part of that, along with the air. So you look at air and surfaces are the two main components. And we're happy to be here and happy to be participating. You guys are doing fantastic work.
Well, thank you. Gavin uses the term cleaning for health, and we agree
Dr.
with
Michael
that
Berry, right?
Yep. But one of the things that we look at is we don't want to quantify what that is. So we use the term cleaning for a healthier, safer cleaning environment.
Yeah, we live in an imperfect world. You're never going to get to zero.
No.
There's no such thing as a sterile environment. Typically, that doesn't exist.
No.
But there are parameters, Lance. I think that we all can agree that is a healthier place to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for your help. If somebody wants more information about you, where do they go?
Yeah, so check us out at www.shawfloors.com. And if you want to see a great care and maintenance website, www.shawfloors.com/care. And we've got a lot of great tools for everybody to use, and invite you to come and check us out.
I have to point out, it's the first time I ever saw somebody go /.
Yeah, well, I'm a visual learner teacher,
It's
so
all good. It's all good. Thank you for being here.
hey,
with us.
thank you.
Second.